Hey there! In this video, I'm showing you how I tube and stake orchids. Today, I'm working with this gorgeous cymbidium orchid named Blue Love. The tools you'll need to do this are 1/4-inch waterproof Oasis tape in green, garden shears, 12-inch hyacinth sticks. Sometimes I use stem trimmings from flowers I've already processed, like carnation, roses, mums, whatever stems are strongest and most slender. This saves me some money on the hyacinth sticks and makes me feel in some little way that I'm cutting down on landfill waste. Then we've got alcohol diluted with water by 50%. This is to sterilize your tools before you begin. Then we've got number 57 Aquapic water tubes. I specifically love the number 57 tubes. They measure 4 3/4 inch in length because they hold the right amount of water for single orchid blossoms and they aren't bulky like the next size up. I use these for medium-sized blooms like Phalaenopsis and Cymbidium in my medium to large size arrangements. The number 57 are truly the best size in my opinion because they have the narrow pick feature at the bottom which allow you to pierce other materials like styrofoam more easily. And I love that the pick is perfectly vertical. Whereas other off-brand tubes may have a pick but are at an angle or not perfectly straight, and that minor measurement change creates a stick with a curve. This throws off my workflow and makes things unnecessarily difficult. Then we've got a couple of rags. Laying your orchids down on the rag while working will ensure they stay damage-free. And as an option, you can use a Victorinox florist knife or needle nose shears. All of the tools used in this video can be found at my Amazon store linked below. You can use the garden shears for everything if you're not yet comfortable with using the florist knife, but the knife will give the cleanest cut to the bloom, ensuring optimal hydration. Needle nose shears are also good in lieu of the knife, but you'll need garden shears for cutting the hyacinth sticks. I'm going to first start by individually cutting the blooms off onto my rag and then cleaning up the bloom if needed. Usually this is just removal of the anther cap, which is a little nub at the top of the throat. If your flowers are super fresh, they should be white, depending on the color of the blooms, but never wrinkly or brown. Removing that anther cap can make the flower look more fresh. I prefer to use the blooms with the anther caps on, therefore I'll omit using that bloom altogether to keep the design cohesive. This is a little detail that makes a visual difference, so I choose one way or the other, but not mixed. Then I'm trimming these 12-inch sticks in half and picking up my pre-filled water tubes. I'll place the stick onto the pick part of the tube where it sits perfectly in the grooves, not up onto the tube, but directly on the pick. You can see here more closely these grooves, which will create a sturdy base for the stick to be taped onto. Then with the 1/4-inch tape, I'll start taping where the pick begins with 2 twists to reinforce the tape, then angling and twisting downward, and then angling and twisting back up to meet again at the top, then ripping the tape to finish. Tape easily cuts with the hand, but you can also use scissors if you feel more comfortable. If I'm batch prepping these tubes, I pre-cut tape for however many picks I'm making, which can make this process quicker and more consolidated. For Cymbidium blooms, I use my knife to create an incision on half of the cap opening so it easily allows the stem to slide in while keeping water inside the tube. If I create an incision across the entire cap, I risk letting water out, which I don't want. For Phalaenopsis blooms, I normally don't make this incision at all because the stems of the Phalaenopsis bloom are very slender and tend to fit perfectly in the pre-cut hole. The best way to display your tubed orchids is upright in their own vase as you would display any of your other fresh cut flowers. This will ensure the tubes stay filled with water. Or, if you're using them right away, you can lay them face side up on your rags on your work table. All the tools used in this video can be found in my Amazon store linked below to get you started on creating beautiful arrangements today. If you found this tutorial helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more floral design education. Thanks for watching.